don't know. Hey, come back here. Come back here. Don't leave just because I moved my arm. We was having a good time. Come on. Sorry, my cat trying right now. Please excuse my appearance. I'm not doing well today. Um it's been a rough month. It's been a rough September, and I'm purging, so my eyes look terrible, okay? I'm coming here because the comment sections annoy me, okay? Now, I've been taking it easy on comment sections. I just reactivated my Instagram because I met somebody at Walmart who wanted me to follow them on Instagram. But I'm not really, I'm not liking, I'm not posting, and I'm not commenting. But I made a comment about Eugenia Cooney, okay? I think I've mentioned her before, but I might not have. Um, no, I mentioned her in like comment sections. Whenever I speak about covert emotional incest, sometimes Eugenia Cooney comes up because she and her family dynamic, you can only see snippets of the family dynamic. I don't actually, I've never watched a Eugenia Cooney video. But unfortunately, she's spoken about so much, and she's under the microscope due to her eating disorder. That there's a lot of commentary pieces on her, and they put all the things together in a video. You know what I'm saying? These think pieces, they put a whole, you know, this is what we saw of her dad. This is what we saw of her mom. This is what we saw of her brother. And so finally, I saw one, and of those think pieces, I've only watched like a couple of them, maybe three. It's just that you can, if you are scrolling and things like that, you can see where people are more shocking updates, and it kind of shows, just in that clip, you can see, not clip, like the what do they call those things? The cover page, maybe, like when you're scrolling and you go past and it has, shocking details of the and it has like, you know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what they're called. I don't use them. Um so recently I finally watched one of the videos, and it was talking about the things that her dad was doing. And I think I watched two videos from this person, and the other one was talking about her brother. Okay, now her brother, um, over the years, they have her documented saying, like, um, isn't my brother a good artist? Isn't my good brother a good artist? And all of the pictures that he draws are of her. Some are like fantasy of her, like, as a fairy or whatever, but it's just disturbing that she has so many recollections. Essentially, he has like a collection of drawings of her, and some are naked, right? So, and not naked, but naked-esque. I would say naked-esque. They're saying naked. I say naked-esque. There's not any like details. It does look naked. So I went ahead and I finally could not contain myself, and I said, this is like textbook covert emotional incest. And this is actually what made me stop posting comments and kind of getting off the internet, because I'm being harassed in the comment sections. And this particular person, this particular time, it's my aunt. It's my aunt. I know it's my aunt, okay? I don't know who the other people are, but kind of, they talk like my other cousins. My cousins were like, I swear, the way my cousins talk, I bet you that's the reason why Drake turned off his comments to regular commenters. Because they're very disrespectful, okay? So, I said that it was covert emotional incest. I gave the books, and the response I got was something about emotional incest. I heard about this on Oprah. Me and my aunt had a conversation, the exact words. She loves giving acknowledgement to people with no accreditation. You got to be careful about them books. They'll put ideas in your head. Covert emotional incest. Yeah, Oprah talked about that, and that's what the comment was, literally her words, word for word. Now, this has been going on for a long time, and I'm just like, y'all are getting on my fucking nerves, you know? And so I responded, you know, calmly. Sorry, my eyes are, you know, it's allergy season. But anyway, I responded calmly, you know, and I was like, you know, well, you know, the two people that wrote these books are PhDs, so they are accredited, and went on with my day. And then the next person comes and says, "Do you even know what that is? I don't think you know what that is." I'm really getting aggravated with like anytime I try to bring up anything about that, you, whoever you are, but I know specifically, and even the name was our family name. Like the family name is Cooper, something something Cooper. Um y'all are like really getting on my fucking nerves. uh, um there's no reason. What's the point? What is the point of continuously, you won't even let me like just have conversations on the fucking internet. Here you come with your contrarian fucking behavior, and I just can't even just leave comments. One time I made a joke. I haven't really talked about this particular aspect of what I experienced, but I made a joke about how Ohioans are literally children of the corn. You know, maybe we're so delusional because of the ethanol, because we're the highest producing, we're the highest corn producing state in the country, right? So I made this joke, and then somebody comes on and they start going off on me, talking about I should never speak like that, or I can't even just like make jokes. So I just stopped talking on the fucking internet. But you know, I broke it and went ahead and did it. It's like they were waiting for me to do it. It's really getting fucking old, you know. Um, I didn't really stop because of that though, because I could do that shit all day. We can argue all day. It's something to do, but but it does, you know, it does remind me. And it's not just that, those two scenarios, it happened multiple times. It'll be like anytime I say something, and I thought to myself, you know, because the world is contrarian, you know what I'm saying? There's always going to be somebody that disagrees with you, but the way they disagree and the things that they say, it's quite clear to me that they are someone that is intentionally like just waiting for me to speak, come speak, and then put me, they want to be like in a back and forth or something. I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I'm tired of it. Or they'll one of the things that'll constantly be said to me, I'll be like completely in my own zone, not talking to anybody, not even responding to anybody's comments. Stop projecting. Like that is the number one thing that stop projecting on who? I'm talking about um and projection means that you think that everybody is experiencing what you're experiencing, whereas when I'm speaking, I'm suggesting what you may be experiencing for your own, like your own research. Hey, this might be what's going on. If you think that it might be going on, go ahead and research it. I'm not saying, hey, you do have this habit going on and you have to, that's not what I'm doing, right? So I'll say that shit, and then somebody will stop projecting. Projecting to who, honey? Projecting to who? Because I wasn't talking to you, and I wasn't talking to, you know, I wasn't talking to nobody. It's just out there in the open for whoever wants to come and get it. I didn't go on anybody's specific comment and respond to them and say stuff. That's when it's projection. When I go on to your comment specifically and I'm saying something to you and you're like, stop projecting, I can see that. But if I'm just making a general comment that anybody can come upon and resonate with, that's not projection. And they will come up on my shit, stop projecting, stop projecting. I've had that happen so many times. It gets so fucking annoying. And I'll just be like, okay, you know, sometimes I'll go back and forth, sometimes I won't. I'll just stop talking altogether, because you're not about to fucking do. Then we've had people who fucking will fucking come on my shit and talk about how they're a therapist. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. They'll come on there and say a therapist. They'll project. They'll put false words. You said that you don't like X, Y, and Z, and I never said that. And then they'll block me. So now it looks like that's what I said when I never said it. I'm really getting tired of the comment sections because y'all just won't stop. It's not, I know for a fact, it's not just like normal Americans that we're all just on the internet, just going back and forth. It's not normal Americans. I know you. You know me. You think you know me. This last one definitely is my aunt. She said the same exact thing, word for word, the last time I spoke to her, which was nearly 2 years ago now. She called me asking me if I wanted to file a lawsuit against the same fucking magistrate that took my daughter and took her daughter's daughter. Like, that's what she called me for, and that was the conversation. And then when I make that comment, here she is. It's like me and Cooper. MEN Cooper, something like that. It might be Min Cooper. I don't know. Me and Cooper. Come on. Comment on my comment. The exact same thing my aunt said, and her maiden name is Cooper. So y'all just keep harassing me. It's fine. It's fine. But that's kind of why I chilled out on the comment sections. And also, when I first started this channel, I was doing a lot of that, running around saying, oh, covert emotional incest, and speaking on it and stuff like that. And when I found that more people were doing it and more people were acknowledging it and noting it, I didn't really feel the need to do that anymore. So, yeah. That's why I stopped, really. That was the real reason behind that. So, that's all I wanted to talk about. I don't have anything else to talk about at this time. I've been tending to my garden. I mean, my literal little pots I got. Hold on, let's see if we can show you. I can't remember if you can change the camera angle. Hold on. No, I'm on. Yeah, you can actually. There you go. I'm about to get, there's two, so those the little wiggly one, I got two of those. One of my neighbors left, and she was a hardcore gardener, right? And so she left a lot of pots, and unfortunately a lot of plants that weren't going to make it. Those two little squiggly ones, those are the plants that survived. And so I took those on. And then there's 4 empty pots there. I'm about to get some celosia and some dragon's breath to put in those. There's a celosia down there already. You can't see it. It's under that mums plant. My mums look good. I thought they were gonna die, okay, because they got rained on pretty bad and they were all drooping. But I see that they have. I pruned them yesterday and got all the dead ones, the ones that were really surefire on their way out, and all the snapped ones, and I took it off, and now it's perking back up, so I'm very happy. That's a petunia down there, but I didn't buy that petunia, or I inherited it from the office here. I water the flowers here. So they were giving away those so that oh shit, I just realized okay. Well, anyways, I water the plants here. They transitioned the plants to fall plants, so I was able to take the summer petunia, one of them, and now it's mine. What I did, because it's a hanging pot, okay, so I took the hanger off and I flattened it, which, it changes the look, but I flattened it and I actually put a hummingbird mix in there. Which is already sprouting, because I can get a few blooms before the first frost, possibly. If I can protect it from the frost and then sit it back out there, and it should still be fine. But anyways, yeah, that's what I've been doing. My current hobbies and the current things that I've been doing is just really obsessively tending to that thing. I've been sitting out there for about 2 hours a day. I sweep the fucking patio. I just sit there. Sometimes I smoke cigarettes. I've been smoking less because I'm kind of like in between broke and just trying to quit. I really am genuinely working on it. I say that all the time, but that's just the facts. I am always working on trying to quit smoking. That's like always going to be something I'm working on, even if it doesn't look like it. So I'll just sit out there, and I've made some rules. So here's what I've been doing recently to try to quit smoking. I no longer smoke in the house. Um, I wasn't smoking in the house originally when I first moved here. The reason that I quit smoking outside is because um, I was sitting on my porch. I would sit on my porch and I would bring out one of my kitchen tables to smoke on the porch. And so I was doing that, and I was doing that and doing that. Then I had a video I made. I can't remember, but it was around the time when I was talking about my food issues. I was talking about my food issues, and I was talking about I think that's really kind of the time. I think I was talking about my food issues and the children, like why can't children say why, or something like that. We're in that time frame. And I had a comment in my chat, and it said, I just like to sit on my porch and smoke Black and Milds. And that's literally what I was doing. I wasn't smoking cigarettes at the time. I was just smoking Black and Milds like here and there. And that spooked me. Obviously somebody knows that I'm sitting on my porch, and I didn't recognize like the picture of the person that was there. And it kind of just freaked me out. And so then I come outside one day and somebody has left a chair there on my porch. I asked around my neighbors, and they said that they did not leave this chair on my porch. Excuse me. Didn't know where it came from. But I'd asked around, nobody left it. So from that point on, I started smoking in the house again. Now, primarily I just smoke in my room, but like if Aaron goes outside or something and I'm sitting downstairs while he's outside, I'll smoke and then I'll air it out before he comes back in. But most of the time, all smoking is done in my bedroom. There's no smoking done in the bathroom. There's not really any smoking done downstairs. And that, like, even that scenario of me smoking downstairs is so rare. Just because I don't generally like for my house to smell like smoke anyway. Most people don't, but I mean, like, I'm serious about it. I would just rather my bedroom smell like smoke, and like all the doors are closed so that, like, you know, it doesn't leak into one person's room and stuff like that. Like Aaron, a lot of people don't know that I smoke. Like one time the bus driver caught me smoking, and they were like, I didn't know you smoked. I've never smelled smoke on you. I've never smelled smoke on Aaron, because that's how I do stuff. So that is what caused me to stop smoking outside, is this weird comment that I saw in my chat. And then that chair appearing, and it appeared, the thing about it too is where they sat it at. It's like one thing if they just left it on the porch, but they actually sat it where I sit and smoke. I have like a smoking corner of the patio, you know what I'm saying? At that time. Now I kind of just be right in front of my flowers. But anyways, so I'm now smoking outside. I haven't followed this rule all the time, but I have tried to follow it because I think that it assists in getting me out of nighttime smoking in general, which is I can't smoke after 9. No smoking after 9 p.m. So that means that I'm not getting up in the middle of the night and going outside to smoke. I'm not getting up in the middle of the night to smoke in the house. I'm not getting up and, you know, going real early in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, getting up smoking. So it takes away from nighttime smoking, and it so far has worked. There's only been twice where since I've made this rule, where I smoked after 9. And it was because one thing I've been trying to do too is, like, if I finish a pack in a day, or not a pack in a day, but just like, let's say I finished my cigarettes, I have like 1 cigarette left at 9:30. I would rather smoke it tonight and try to make the next day a fresh start. So that's why I didn't follow the rules those days, but the next day it wasn't a fresh start, and I didn't do a good job of not smoking. And all of a sudden as well, what's really bothered me is that all of a sudden I'm at like a pack a day. So I had a video about sobriety. I think it's been 2 years now, or actually it might have been last year. I was talking about how like I wasn't smoking. It was longer than that. Because last year around my birthday is when I started Social Security back up. So it was well before that. But I was talking about sobriety, and I had actually mentioned that the only reason that I think that I'm not smoking and I'm not drinking and I'm not doing things is because I'm actually absolutely dead broke, right? And so when I went to smoke cessation, I didn't have any funds, and my issue with smoking was that I was just like bumming cigarettes a lot, or anytime I got my hands on money, I would buy a pack of cigarettes, and essentially like that pack of cigarettes would last me a while. Because I wasn't smoking a lot, I was literally just smoking like a cigarette, 2 cigarettes a day. Occasionally I would hang out with somebody that would give me several cigarettes, but that wasn't like a daily thing. I was literally just smoking like 1 or 2 cigarettes a day, and I could not let go of that crutch. So I went to smoke cessation. Now, so we go to smoke cessation, and I told her, I'm like, I'm really concerned that when I get my money and everything, that I might not, you know, I might end up spending more money than I would like on cigarettes. Because what happens is this: somebody gives me a cigarette, I feel guilty. The next time I see them and they don't have a cigarette, I might buy them a pack or something like that. So now I'm spending money on their habit and my own habit. And that's what I saw, and it actually has come to pass. Another thing about that video and sobriety video, I was talking about how, I'm not drinking, I'm not smoking, but I think it's more of like because I don't have any funds type thing. And for me, I always acquired what people. So if my mom said I drank too much or something like that, I would genuinely take that shit to heart and really think that I drink too much, or that I was really, an alcoholic. If somebody said that I did something, I would really take it to heart and really think that I had a problem with it. I don't actually have an alcohol problem, but I have drank since, getting funds. And one of the things that I noticed about it is, I don't really have an issue with it. It's just that people don't like that I do it because I've had a past history of drug use. And I myself has admitted to being, to having drinking problem, but I actually don't. It's a codependency thing. When I'm by myself, I'm never to the point of stumbling, falling, drunk. But I would think that I will get tipsy, obviously, or feel a little ooh, but I've never been drunk. I've only been drunk 4 times in my life. But I would think that just that little bit of tipsiness was full on drunkenness, and that I was constantly drunk when I wasn't. I want to get drunk. That's what I want. So like when I sit and I be like, oh yeah, I want to get drunk, I want to know what it's like to be like drunk, because just a little, oh, a little, and talking a little bit much is, I've never stumbled though. I can still get away with a sobriety test because I've never really been drunk. The times that I've been recorded drunk, I was blackout drunk, and it was because I was drugged or something, because I didn't even take enough shots to be drunk. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened in those 2 scenarios, there's 2 scenarios. Then there was one scenario where like I said I was drunk, but I wasn't, just so I could like, I was underage. I was like 20, maybe 19, 20. Jeremiah was around. I wasn't drunk. So I've never really been drunk. So I would really like to celebrate in drunkenness. Anyway, this video always, my videos always turn into just, a flow of consciousness and what I'm thinking about. It started with me talking about how I get harassed in comment sections, but I know this specific time, I know it's my aunt. I mean, to a T. She said everything that my aunt said, or he, or whoever, however they plan on, the channel itself looks like it's not a channel. The person has been around since 2011. Um, so, that part. But it could be anybody, but their words were exact word for word what my aunt said about it. And I get tired of like those little contrarian. It's very different, okay? Everything is about energy, okay? How these people come to me is very different than the average, like, troll on the internet. The way they speak to me is too familiar. It's like really weird. So that's what this conversation started as. And then I was talking about what I've been doing lately, which is gardening. And if you want to see that, you just rewind and I'll show you my pots and how they're turning out right now. And that's all. I've been around, but it's just because I'm genuinely like putting forth effort. Oh, I'm always genuinely putting forth effort. It's just y'all don't like what I put the effort towards. Sometimes I'm putting genuine effort towards rest. Some sometimes it's a genuine effort towards. Excuse me. He was not invited in here. He just showed up in the back. Anyways, um, shit. Yeah, my efforts aren't always necessarily what people want me to see me doing, but right now, I can report that I have, officially lost 50 pounds. Doesn't look like it right now because, I do not record from the right angles. So my face never really looks like it changes in size because it's all nostrils and chin, recording from below. And, like I said, I've been working out. I have been, doing my little garden. I've been eating out a little bit more than I should. Also taking a lot of, whew, working out the kinks in my finances. My finances are increasing, right? But it's going slow because there's certain offices and buildings that love to play with me and my time. So I've been dealing with that a lot. And then also doing my little side job here. So between doing my side job here, working on my gardening, working out, going and trying to get those finances in order. I finally resolved the warrant here in the city. And you can catch that live. It was live on their website. You can see me do my little sob story. Still owe them $170 though. But anyways, just managing life. I haven't really been doing anything. I'm not really studying. I'm going to therapy a lot. Finally got done with physical therapy actually like 2 weeks ago. I think it's been 2 weeks now. Actually, it might have only been a week, but that's how time flies. So yeah, just telling you about the condoms. Telling you about the comment section and a brief update on what I've been doing. Y'all have a